Here it is, guys, my first commentary over a workout. Now, I figured you guys are enjoying more of the workout style videos I've posted, whether it's clips of me working out or describing certain workouts and tricks to them. I've noticed a lot of good feedback here. So we're going to talk about push day. Here we have me warming up for a good push and pull day. Now, when I do my warm up on any upper body day, it includes dips. Always. Now, that's just my personal preference. Everyone has their own thing, but for me, I like to stretch like you see here, and I like to do dips. Now, I only do 3 sets here. I like to take my dips incredibly deep. That's just one of those things where if you can train yourself in a very deep range of motion, I feel you're going to have more strength through those deeper range of motions in other lifts as well. So my warm-up just had dips. That's it. Now we're going straight to my first set on the dumbbell press with the 60s. Now I like to take these deep, and I like to stick in a high rep range if I can for as long as I can. So you'll see me here with the 60s, and I think I get maybe 12 or 15. I think I actually get 15 on this set. And I like to take these again nice and deep. Notice the angle of the dumbbells on the descent. Now the descent for me, I never keep my arms 180 degrees straight like I have a barbell in my hands. I always angle them out slightly. This is just one of those cues that for me, I feel helps me, and especially my shoulder and elbow joints. They're not flared out, and it really allows me to drive power and not have those pains in the shoulder and elbow joint that most people end up getting at some point down the line. After the 60 pounds, I go here for the 80s, and usually with myself, I like to stick with a pretty heavy amount of weight for numerous sets. So I think I do 3 or 4 sets with the 80-pound dumbbells today, and this is just my first exercise, so I don't want to tire myself out, but I do want to get a good push. Now, I remember, if I'm not mistaken, I did about 3 of these sets, maybe 4, and I really wanted to get 12 reps. I think on my last set, I was able to get 12 reps comfortably. I may have been able to get 12 reps on one of the previous sets, but stopped at 10 or 11 because I was really not in the mood to give it everything I had on my first opening movement. So if that makes sense, I wanted to get 12 reps comfortably, and I was able to do so on the last set. So you'll notice here I do have the GoPro strapped to my chest. I wanted to give you guys just a nice, interesting point of view for the lift itself. I'll experiment with different positions of the GoPro throughout the video, and so you'll notice I'll strap it to the weight or to the barbell or to the rack itself when I'm doing rows later. So I wanted to just give you guys different angles and some fun stuff to keep the video sort of entertaining. This is a longer video than I normally do. So I have one more set of dumbbell press coming up after this 80-pound dumbbell press, and I wanted to give you guys a chance to enjoy it with the audio that was originally in it. So go ahead and watch this clip coming up, guys, and then I'll be right back.
Yeah, get that shit, get it, fuck yeah, amp me up. Fat man, hope, hope.
hope you guys enjoyed that set. Obviously, that's my pre-workout pump right there. Watching some ridiculous crap on Facebook, and then of course the good old Instagram videos of the girls doing cool butt movements. That got a thumbs down from me. I did not like that. So I lied as well about that last set being my last set. This set coming up right here is clearly my last set, and if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna bang out 12 of these here. So let's see how it goes. Come on, man, you can do it. Five, keep that pace, man. That's solid. 8, come on. 9. Get it, get it. Oh yeah, I got 12 easy in this set. So there it is. Clearly that pre-workout video pumped me up to the point where I was able to smash that set. So here I go, I'm moving into my next exercise, and I'm not going to have as many clips for you guys. I'm going to combine them, as you'll see in a moment. I go straight from my dumbbell pressing for the chest to my pull exercise. My first pull exercise is a horizontal row, and I go with the bread and butter of horizontal rowing, which is the barbell bent over. Now this is my most hated exercise in the history of anything that I've ever done in the gym. The only thing I think I hate more than this movement is the front squat, which has honestly, legitimately never once been performed in my routine. I hate it that much. So this movement here, I realize how important it is and how much I need it, so I do a lot of work in it. Now I don't like to go heavy, as you see. I just have 20 kgs on each side. So less than 100 pounds. I like to go for a decent set and rep range here, so I'm going for 12 reps on these sets, and I did about 6 or 7 sets. So I just showed you guys 4 of them, no need to go more than that. I move into my second push movement from there, and this is going to be my close grip bench. Now I've been doing close grip bench for about a month now. I'm enjoying it a lot. I hope you guys appreciate the angle. I just strapped the the GoPro to the weight itself for a little fun adventure with the GoPro. You guys can see my facial expressions. I look fantastic. I'm getting actually a fantastic pump at this point. Every time I finish a set, I stand up and I just get more and more of a pump, and I'm really feeling great. Maybe it's because I gave myself 2 days off. So it's about time that I was feeling good, because I've been really dragging lately. Honestly, in the gym, I have been dragging. I feel like maybe I was overtraining just slightly, and so I needed to take a little bit of a step back, and this was that step back. And my first day back into the gym after 2 days off. For anybody who goes to the gym consistently, 2 days off is a lot in a row, but my body clearly needed it. Now close grip bench, enough can't be said about it. Fantastic movement. I go from that into my last horizontal rowing movement, which is just going to be a cable row, and I like this because I can go at a moderate weight and really focus on the squeeze. So you'll notice I'm really just squeezing tight as I row back. I don't necessarily feel the need to go super heavy and jerk the weight around. Now a lot of people say when you're doing this movement that you don't want to have movement at the hip joint. So that forward lean I have right there that you notice, I like that. It gives me a great stretch. I'm able to keep my posture to the range of motion, and then at the back, most part of the range of motion, I'm able to really squeeze, and I feel my traps activating, which is what I need. I definitely need more traps just in general, especially the midsection, mid and upper section of my traps. I used to feel like they were a strong point. I don't anymore. So I really need to focus on rows like this. A lot of horizontal rowing for me is going to do me a lot of justice. So I did, if I'm not mistaken, about 4 or 5 sets, maybe 6. I just don't want to show you guys them all because that would be boring. All right, after this, we're going to go into my favorite tricep movement. Now, the camera angle's a little bit interesting, pointing right in my face. Probably the most, not the most pleasurable to look at, but just a fun angle. Now again, this is my favorite, gotta be my favorite tricep exercise in the history of all arm exercises, and I feel like I do have a decent set of arms, so I have a little bit of legitimacy when I say I feel this is a great mass building movement. I like to go heavy on this movement. It really opens up my shoulder joint as well. I let the weight pull me down and I bring it right back up to the top. You see I go 70s, and then I do a few sets with the 80s. Now I've been known to go 90 and 100 quite regularly. But again, this was my first day back in the gym after 2 days off, and I'd been going light before that, so I didn't want to push it. It was also very awkward trying to get that dumbbell over my new headphones with a GoPro strapped to me with the chest strap and everything. So I called it at the 80s, and I felt like I was able to get some good depth to this. Now that's the key to this movement, getting good depth. Keep your head forward so you don't hurt yourself, obviously, but you see how far back my elbow and shoulder joint is. Now I'm very keen on staying flexible, and I also feel like in order to stay flexible, you have to train in deep range of motions. That is what I'm doing here. Very, very deep range of motion. It opens up my shoulder joint, really helps me in other movements as well. Now I feel like, again, this movement as a part of your routine regularly will result in big arms. There's no way around it. So let me know what you guys' favorite tricep exercise is. If you like the cables, some kind of push down, some kind of maybe a skull crusher, let me know. This movement here I finish off with, and I do 3 sets on this one. Alright, this is 3 sets, and I try to stay between 10 and 12 reps on this extension. Now that weight stack doesn't look very heavy, but it was heavy. And I think it's just one of those movements where each weight stack's different. This one felt really heavy, and I don't feel like it was really far down there on the weight stack. But I was able to get a good 12 reps, if I'm not mistaken, 10 to 12, and I did 3 sets here just to finish off the triceps. Now, I was in the gym for a while. This was almost an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours. Again, I felt like I got a great pump, and I loved it. This is definitely something different, so if you guys like the video and you have any comments on the movements, please feel free, comment down below. Thanks, guys.